looking at some of your children or some of your neighbors, you're starting to see these things kind of progress like that. So how do we check this nervous system here? Anybody have an idea how they might do it? No? Usually if you've had a child, you can observe, and if you've had more than one child, you can observe between the two and say, you know what, my son Peter might move a little bit different than my other, my daughter. Or maybe my one daughter is very talented at drawing, but my other kid can barely hold on to a pencil. That's all due to coordination and the brain communicating and forming those synapses. And if that doesn't happen, then that's where the brain's not really going to function the way you'd expect it to. So that's generally where, if you go to the next slide, there's stuff. There's other ways that we can do. So if something's severely wrong and maybe our kid is dragging a leg or something's happening where we're like, that's not right, you would probably go to your pediatrician and they might recommend an MRI or at worst a SPECT scan to see if maybe parts of the brain are cold and not even firing and getting blood flow. You might even do some lab chemistry there. In our clinic, we like to do a little less invasive. It's called infrared thermography. This simple scan right here, it's a very detailed scan, but that will show actually thermography, or it'll show temperature differences in the spine where those nerves are exiting. So as chiropractors, we're mostly known as spine doctors, like we're adjusting the joints. But really what we're looking at is this nervous system. We want to adjust in those areas to take tension and inflammation off of the nerves. So that leads to a better brain, muscle, and organ function in the body there. So you guys won't see, you'll notice in children, maybe they're not in pain, but they don't move properly, or maybe they don't act like their brothers and sisters. That's where we want to go and start taking a look at the brain, seeing, or the nervous system, saying, is there any inflammation in there, and how can we alleviate that?